Hi friends, this is Bloom and welcome to my channel. And today I have brought a very interesting chapter for you. That is topic writing a chemical formula. So today's learning concepts are chemical formula definition and then how to write a chemical formula. So what are we waiting for? Let us start. So you must be getting a doubt in chemical formula. A chemical formula a chemical formula tells us the number of atoms of each element that is present in a compound. It tells us the number of atoms of each element that is present in a compound. See, you don't have to get a doubt here. See, you can see for NgCl2 formula, 2 is the atom. 2 is the atom of the element. Cl2 is an element of the compound, which is magnesium chloride. This is a compound. Okay, now it is clear. Now is it clear? Good. Just like an element is represented by a symbol, a chemical compound is represented by a chemical formula. Okay, it is represented by a chemical formula. I have taken one more example here of sodium hydroxide. So, formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Okay. So, next comes the elements table. Here I have taken 4 elements. Those are hydrogen, helium, lithium, and then beryllium. So, if you look onto hydrogen, then its symbol is H. Atomic number is 1 and valency is 1. But for helium, symbol is He, atomic number is 2 and valency is 0 because it is an inert gas. It is an inert gas. It is highly stable gas. It is an inert gas. I'm writing it. Okay. It is an inert gas. That is why. Next is the lithium. Symbol is Li, atomic number is 3 and valency is 1. And for beryllium, symbol is Be, atomic number is 4 and valency is 2. Now comes the main topic of today's, that is steps to write a chemical formula. Steps to write a chemical formula. So first of all, we'll understand why should we write a chemical formula. We should write a chemical formula because it is not possible to write in a structured form every time. It is not possible at all. Do you think it is possible? No, it is not possible. That is why we have to write in stepwise, and we have to follow this only in the exam. So step 1 is write the symbols first. Okay, write the symbols. And step 2 is write the valencies beneath the symbols. Beneath word I have used here. So pay heed to here. Okay, beneath the symbols. If valencies have common factor, then simplify them further. If they have common factor, then simplify them further. Then step 4 is now interchange their valencies. Over, you got your compound. You got your chemical formula, you have written your chemical formula and you got your compound. It's very simple, it's over. Here I have taken some examples of formula of common salt, that is sodium chloride. So here you can see I've taken two bars, symbol, and beneath that valencies. So below symbol I have written Na and Cl, and beneath that I have written the valencies. Both valencies are 1 for Na and Cl, and no common factors are also there. Common factors are not there. So I have interchanged them, and I got Na1Cl1, which is nothing but NaCl. I'm sorry. Okay. Next is the formula for carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Okay, so C and O, carbon valence is 4 and oxygen valence is 2. But do you feel something odd is there over here? Yes, you are correct, absolutely correct. Here you can see 2 and 4, you can simplify them. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Okay, so you can either do here or you can write and do here. So I've done like this. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4, which is C1O2, which is nothing but CO2. Oh, done. So both are common factors of 2. Constant. See here. Both are common factors of 2 and divisible by 2. So we need to divide it further. Okay. We need to divide it further. Okay. So today we'll have a flowchart that what we have learned today. So first we have learned chemical formula. Okay. Then we have learned compound and then formula. Compound is magnesium chloride, that is MgCl2, and sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Next is elements table. Elements table. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium. There we have discussed their atomic number, valencies, and symbols. Then we have written steps on writing a chemical formula. We have seen that, and then we have seen, we have gone through some examples. Okay, so I hope this will be clear for you, and thank you. See, it will not be a bottleneck for you in the future. It will be a bed of roses if you practice it daily, and you can be a dark horse in this. And it will be a good deal of knowledge. So thank you.